Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Fraser, and today we're going to talk about sexual taboos, our dark sexual energy, the fantasies, the lusts, the desires, the things that we may not share with our partner because we're not sure how they'll take it. We may feel a little embarrassed. It may feel a little too vulnerable to share our dark sexual energy. This is video 5 in our 5 series of videos around the major problems that couples have both in their romantic and sexual life. Not enough sex therapists and psychologists and relationship experts like myself talk about this. And frankly, it kind of pisses me off. Let's not make taboo taboo. Let's bring the dark sensual energy into the light. What do I mean by dark sensual energy? I mean that we're very nice people, but we also have a raw, lusty, animalistic, primal urge. And when we don't acknowledge that, the darker, gorgeous, sexy, lusty parts of our sexuality, it can be split off. It can be split off into pornography addiction. It can be split off to affairs. It can be split off to shame and to inappropriate behaviors. I am not going to let that happen. I'm here to bring the dark into the light because the dark is beautiful. Think of the yin-yang symbol. You know, the white swirl and the black swirl mating together, swirling, joining. One can't exist without the other. Your dark sexual energy is a gorgeous, untapped resource of pleasure and lust and emotional connection. We can take this into tantric sexuality. We can take this into lusty, raw, crazy lovemaking on occasion. Look, sometimes we're just going to have regular, everyday, pedestrian sex. In fact, most of the time, we're going to have your basic fast food meal, what I like to call nipple, nipple, crotch, good night. And it's fun. And I'm satisfied and you're satisfied. But sometimes you want to have a gourmet, erotic lovemaking experience, romantic, gorgeous, with chocolate strawberries and a body paint and all that good stuff. Yes, you can do it. No, it's not just for Cosmopolitan magazine. This is for real. But what about now and then having an erotic, dark energy sexual date? This is not easy for a lot of us. And I want to say that my lovely assistant, who happens to be male, said to me, "Oh, I think men have a lot of dark sexual energy, so maybe you should pitch this video towards the men." I said, "Boy, you don't know what you're talking about. Women have so much dark sexual energy. Why do you think those books, which are not exactly Pulitzer Prize winning material, the 50 Shades of Grey's books, sold millions and millions of copies? I will tell you why. It's because those books, of which I'm not particularly a fan, tap into something in the female psyche which says, love me, let my lust come true, tell me what I have to do, dominate me in this gorgeous, loving, exalted way where you let my inner sex goddess out, where you as my lover invite me to inhabit everything I am as a sexual woman." Women want to give themselves permission to be that wild woman. And that is the female dark sexual energy. This is true of gay, straight, lesbian couples, all manner of people and gender identities and ways of loving. Don't be afraid of your dark sexual energy. It's glorious. It's life force. It's libido. You know, the word libido doesn't mean sexual energy. It means life force, being alive. How can you start the conversation about your beautiful dark sexual energy? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to give you a little tip right now. But if you want to delve deeply into this work, please join me for future videos and for my course this fall. And by the way, if you're seeing this video and you're seeing me for the first time and I haven't shown up in your inbox on a regular basis, if you'd like to sign up for these Love Bites, short video teachings and other teachings on love, lust, and making an ultimate relationship that lasts a lifetime, sign up below. And you'll also be the first to hear about the debut of my upcoming course, Become Passion, Create Love That Lasts a Lifetime. Here's your tip for beginning the conversation or the exploration of your dark, lusty, gorgeous, raw sexual energy with the one you love. Tell them one of your fantasies. I know this is way out of the comfort zone for some of you, and I honor that and I appreciate that. It's a beautiful thing, though, to take risks of beautiful, connected vulnerability with the person we love. You can tell them your fantasy verbally. You can write the fantasy out and give it to them as a love letter. You can just tell them the gist of the idea, But by inviting your sweetheart into the private places of your mind and sexuality, you make a tremendous step forward in having an erotic, deep connection that you can build to be one of those few couples, and each and every one of you can become one of those few couples that has passionate connection that does last a lifetime. It's not easy. Nothing worth having tends to come out of the blue. Everything else you care about in your life, you invest your time, your energy, your love, and your risks. And sometimes you fail, you get up and you begin again. This is the way it is with creating ultimate fantastic relationship. But I know you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone, because I got your backs, the two of you. I will be here to help along the way. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't be afraid of dark energy. It's a life force that, when gentled and invited into your bed between you and your partner, can light things up in ways that maybe you haven't even imagined or you haven't experienced in a very long time. Let's invite it in. Let's find ways to explore it together. I look forward to connecting with you again.